Roby John sporting some fancy new specs that make him look like an extra in a 1960s spy thriller.
I was going to say Roby Joe 90 Rodriguez. Look at that. Spitting image. One or two question marks about the board, and Russ Bray puts his microphone down to put in one or two readjustments, just hammers that in, and that's done the trick.
Seem happy with that. Big match this. Winner goes through to the second round to face the number 14 seed. A 5-time European Tour semi-finalist, I believe, in Mensur Suljovic.
Could be an all-Austrian encounter on the cards, although Jermaine Wattimena will have plenty to say about that. A man who made his European Tour debut at the European Grand Prix in October, and he qualified for his 4th successive European Tour event here by beating the Dutch giant Vincent Kamphuis 6-2 in the final round of qualifying. He's been an ever-present in Europe since Sindelfingen last year.
135.
And he is certainly
100.
a capable candidate here, and he'll give Roby John some problems here, no doubt about it. Wattimena produced a bit of an upset in beating Alan Morris 6-4 in the first round in Munich last time out, before losing to Chizzy.
140.
I like Wattimena as well. He's got a good style about him.
Well, he's not slow, is he? Very quick. There's a reason they call him machine gun.
99.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Absolutely.
53.
Roby John beat his brother in qualifying for this.
Yeah, 6-1 as well.
Well, one of them. Roxy James Rodriguez.
56.
He also saw off Rene Idams, the very dangerous German, Le Cube, before beating Vincent van der Meer as well. 6-5 as well.
26.
Now Roby John, looking at the 19s, needs the treble. Doesn't get it. So Wattimena, 68 for a break of throw in the opening leg. Double 4. That is a very assured finish from Wattimena, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Dutchman.
Game on.
Yeah, break of throw as well. Jermaine Wattimena clearly means business here. Whatever happens, by the way, here, Rodriguez will be seen again next weekend in Hamburg. He's also qualified for the European match play next weekend. But he's another of these players that continues to make a big impression on the European circuit, having reached the last 8 in Innsbruck last year on home soil.
40.
Thrived in front of his home fans, beating Simon Whitlock in the second round and Mervyn King in the last 16 before a 6-3 defeat by Van Gerwen in what was an explosive quarter-final.
Yeah, it's a very entertaining run from Roby John Rodriguez. He's good to watch.
The crowd were amazing that weekend as well. It really was
60.
one of my best memories of 2015 on the European Tour. That match and that atmosphere and that crowd with Rodriguez, it was superb.
140.
Yeah, when he gets into it, he does love playing up to the crowd, Roby John Rodriguez. He did that in Innsbruck as Wattimena misses out with 180. Did it in Innsbruck. He did it at the World Cup when they were up against Germany in Germany, and he didn't hold back there.
139. Jermaine Maguire, 161.
They're rattling through this second leg, aren't they?
They are.
Blimey. I know it's 12 darts apiece, but so it's flown back.
John requires 62.
Roby John, 20 for double 16 for a break back.
46.
Ooh, just misses inside. Now Wattimena for a 2-0 lead. Good dart.
45. Roby John requires 16.
So for one apiece, Roby John Rodriguez. Double 80 once. Double 80 gets, and it is 1-1 with a couple of breaks of throw to start this one off.
Game on.
Yeah, when Roby John, he does kind of go into his shell sometimes, and when he's less
100.
combative up on stage, it does seem to affect his darts. We've seen him twice at the World Championships.
140.
You know, he's underperformed, quite frankly. He's not played anywhere near his abilities.
140.
Failed to win a set in the 2 appearances he's made.
Oh, that's right. It's only in the 1 anyway, so
82.
no damage done if it does drop out. But he went south anyway and hit the 7s.
We saw it again, another big game from Roby John Rodriguez at the European Championships. Made it through to the second round. Faced John Henderson. You thought, well, maybe he's got a chance here of progressing, but it didn't go well for him at the start, and then he sort of just seemed to, as I say, go into his shell and shrink. And when he's not
57
out there and being aggressive, doesn't seem to bring the best out of him. He's had a bit of snarl about him, I think, Roby John, to play his best darts. And 149 is not going, and Wattimena looking at double top for a third consecutive break of throw and a 2-1 lead.
59. Jermaine, you require 40.
So, another break of throw potentially here.
Game
And
shot on the
that's
third
exactly
leg.
what we have.
Jermaine, Wattimena, full flag. Jermaine,
Third
the front
successive
first.
break of throw.
Game on.
And Wattimena leads by 2-1. Rodriguez then potentially facing
81.
Sulovic in the second round. If he gets through this, he faced Sulovic in the second round in Venray earlier this year. He lost that one 6-1, so maybe
97.
a chance for a revenge mission for Rodriguez should he get through.
Yeah, it was interesting that, because he was pretty dreadful in that game, Roby John. He just didn't get going at all. And prior to it, normally, Roby John will practice with Mensur. You know, they're working with darts partners, they're friends, Mensurs, you know, kind of help mentor him, really. Mentor Sulovic.
Yeah, I like that.
But
100.
prior to that game, he was like, no, he refused to practice with him at all. Like, we're no friends on stage, essentially. Is the message.
140.
And when he got up there, he didn't look overwrought. He just, you know,
Yeah.
Mensur ran out a pretty comfortable winner in the end. Be interesting to see. Maybe
60.
if he did come
Robert
through
Jordan
this, whether he
required
would be a bit more
164.
fired up for it and give him both barrels.
46. Jermaine, you require
That's the 46,
160.
the Wattimena. Not going to take out the 160, but 118's a tricky one.
65.
Oh,
Robert
interesting
Jordan, you require
use of the
180.
bullseye there.
.83 remaining.
37. Jermaine, you require 95. Game shot on the full flag. Jermaine,
about that,
Wattimena,
Jermaine
fifth leg,
Wattimena.
Robert Jordan,
Absolute,
first.
just no messing about there. No hesitation.
81.
Oh, very impressive. Very impressive. This is the first competitive meeting between these two.
60.
According to the records I was digging through earlier on this morning. They will be very aware of each other, though, as you say. They've been playing a lot of the same tournaments. Wattimena has had
121.
a bit of success lately. He's had a couple of last 16 runs this year. He's only made 4 in total, but 2 of them have come in the last few months. Says Roby John Rodriguez. That's a bit more like it. Fires in a maximum. Raises his arm in celebration. We might need to see a bit more of that from Roby John Rodriguez. Just to get stuck into this one, and that isn't bad either.
Robert Jordan, you require 144. 112.
That's a decent
Very,
setup.
very impressive scoring today in this match.
94. Robert Jordan,
Ray
you
being
require
forced to do his
32.
Scatman John impression here. I want to say what the players require before they actually get to the off-game
shot,
throw,
the
and that
fifth
is
leg.
game shot. It's
Robbie John
3-2, and
Rodriguez,
Roby
sixth
John
leg,
Rodriguez
Jermaine, throw first.
not letting Jermaine Wattimena get away from
100.
him here. Not too much, anyway. Needs to find a break of throw.
85.
Gets it right with the third dart after a wide one and a bit of a flyer.
140.
Won the German Gold Cup in 2014, did Jermaine Wattimena. Beat Jan Decker in the final. That's probably his most significant tournament
96.
victory to date. Made Ali Pali a couple of times, first round this year. Made the prelims the previous
60.
year. Ranked just inside the top 64 in the world. That remains the same. He'll keep hold of his tour
94.
card, which he won at the start of last year.
Yeah, Wattimena lost to Sulovic at the Worlds
40.
in his most recent visit, so he'll have revenge on his mind as well, should he get through. So both players with a bit of history against Mensur, having lost
49.
to Robert Marjanovic in the prelims for the 2015 World Championship.
60.
Just the 60. So Roby John's got an opportunity here. It was a poor visit last time, but he's just taking a moment. It's another one he's yanked into the 5. That's a good dart to recover. And is that in the treble?
122.
It is. So pressure for Jermaine Wattimena here. Treble 14 gets it tops. Wonderful start from Jermaine Wattimena. 101 on double top. Superb check out, and that just slams the door in Roby John's face.
58.
Twice a day, I was told, flights. It's been about 27 in the last 3 hours.
It's quite a busy airport for a small place, isn't it?
It is.
60.
It's a 60. See Wattimena just shading it in the averages.
77.
That's another flyer from Roby John Rodriguez, but another...
125.
He's done well when he's had a poor dart. He's been quite good at just recalibrating.
100.
Level ton for Wattimena. You would probably class this as a must-win leg for Roby John Rodriguez on his own throw.
Yeah, break here for 5-2 would leave him throwing for the match.
60. Roby John, you require 158. 96. Jermaine, you require 128.
Could be a killer. Loose stay straight.
Roby John, you require 62.
Yeah, would have left
Roby
tops.
John's only going to get one dart at double,
30.
and he misses outside. So Wattimena 2 darts to break and a 5-2 lead, and this could be over very, very quickly. And that is another clean kill for Jermaine Wattimena. It is a 5-2 lead, and Roby John Rodriguez, at the start of the day, if he said there was going to be one Austrian player to make it through to the second round from today's matches, he probably would have said Roby John rather than Michael Rastovich to beat Steve Beaton, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case.
Yeah, 5 from 9 now for Wattimena on the checkout percentages. It's a very healthy stat. And he's just being
138.
very, very effective and very ruthless at times as well with his finishing.
Yeah, it's been really nice, neat stuff largely as well. 95 in 2 darts, 101 on double top. That 55 was made to look effortless.
99.
68 in the first leg, treble 20, double 4.
Yeah, the 519s for the 95 checkout was eye-catching too.
42.
And I think Roby John has pretty much given up the ghost here. Treble 18 for Bull if he wants it.
92.
Yeah, wise.
With Rodriguez on 306. And
42.
They were the darts of a man who thought the game had gone. And he was right to think that, because a 13 darter for Jermaine Wattimena has wrapped this up in double quick time. And Wattimena, the machine gun, has just taken Roby John Rodriguez out. Look, I've never seen Jermaine Wattimena instill that kind of response in anyone. But he's through to the next round, and he will take on Mensur Suljovic. It is not the all-Austrian clash that some would have anticipated. We have plenty more action to come for you tonight here at the Gibraltar Darts Trophy. Mark Walsh against Stephen Bunting on the way later. Alan Norris takes on the Gibraltarian George Federico. Kyle Anderson and Steve West will face off in the final match of the night. But coming up, it's perhaps the standout tie of this evening. The artist, Kevin Painter, a former world finalist and a former major champion, against Joe Cullen, a man who's playing some really, really good darts right now.